Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Frame Fatales. Major shout-outs to our last runner. Amazing. But I'm way better than her. Hi. Welcome to Darkened Skye. How you doing, Dijon?
I still exist.
You do still exist, and thankfully in my space where I can talk to you. Because if you existed where I couldn't talk to you, then I don't know who I'd be talking to.
No, I haven't had a MySpace in years.
Wow. Good joke. I haven't
I
thought of
tried.
MySpace in ages. It's okay. We'll all have Tom in our hearts. So this is Darkened Skye. It's a obscure fantasy adventure game. I'm just going to go ahead and show the intro for a little bit, so I'll be really quiet while you watch the intro, and you can get what this game is all about. Apparently it's very loud, Muffins.
May the wind carry my words
I literally
to you,
warned
Mother,
her it was
wherever
loud.
you may
It's not
be,
my fault.
in this world or the next. I'm fine today, Mom. Sick of hurting Dwentles, but fine. One of Necroth's lackeys tried to make me salute, but I kicked him in the... Well, he'll be gibbering insanely in soprano from now on. I miss you, as always. Where are you? Why didn't you return from that voyage? What's the meaning of this talisman you left me? What's the meaning of me? Who am I in this world? Tell me, please, because if hurting Dwentles is
like
my
a pretty
destiny, I'm
serious
putting in
story
for
about
early
self-discovery.
reincarnation.
Bet you think you're right smart wearing them bright colored things on your feet. We'll show you smarts.
Smarts, don't it?
Okay, this game seems very silly.
Oh, yes.
Interesting.
Bright colors are a symbol of rebellion, after all. What will be outlawed next? Smiling? Breathing? Metabolizing? Psst! Come back, you stupid Dwentle! Where are you going? Ugh. Come on, you'll have my job for this. We're not supposed to leave this property. Come. What in the rainbow's name?
Lord Necroth, a young female in Linlora just found one.
Darkened
Orange.
Skye! Dun dun dun! That's right. This is a Skittles video game. A licensed Skittles video game. When Dijon was talking to me about being the commentary on this game, she had no idea what it was. And I was like, so do you know about it being a Skittles game? And she's like, oh my god, I thought you were joking about that earlier. It's like, nope, that's a real thing.
I
It's
don't even
beautiful,
know
isn't
what to expect here.
Expect greatness. All right, we're starting. You're ready? Oh, actually, hold on. Let me change my something real quick. Boop. Okay. Get ready. We're starting in a few seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! So, a rune mine! Anyway, welcome to Darkened Skye.
Rune mine.
I should probably stop saying things because there's a slight audio delay. This is a Zelda-esque adventure action fantasy game. I call it weird fantasy because there's a lot of, there's no like dwarves and elves. There are goblins because goblins are wonderful, but there aren't any elves or dwarves. It's like weird, made-up creatures. If you've ever read one of my favorite book series, The Edge Chronicles, it is very similar to that. The idea is that it has a bunch of different worlds with like little puzzles that you have to solve in order to continue. We are going to be doing basically none of them. Let me introduce you to the first glitch in this game. If you save in the air and then land and reload, the game does not tell you, it doesn't like go, oh, you're no longer in the air. It says, oh, you've landed on the ground, and you get to reload and immediately jump again, which allows you to float through the air. You can climb up trees. Ye may move slow. Okay, anyway, so, yes, this game is, very broken.
That's some wonderful programming right there.
And, we will be abusing this constantly. I have the power of Knuckles on my side.
Oh no.
You can't stop me, villain! I have the power of Sonic Boom Knuckles with me!
Nipples the enchilada.
Pursuant to chapter 16.
I'm skipping a lot of the story. Something to note is that the best thing about this game are the cutscenes, which is a real unfortunate thing, as we will be watching none of them. I kinda wanted to do cutscene %, but I decided against it. Cutscene % is just me showcasing best cutscene %, which is just me showcasing all the best cutscenes, because there's a lot of really good ones. I might show a few, in fact, I'm gonna show one in just a second.
A thing just flew at you.
I see another island out there, but how do we get to it?
How's your backstroke?
Lousy. I'm a warrior, hero, adventurer.
So the game is, it does not take itself seriously, when you actually get into it. It's a very silly video game.
So why does the main character look like Dana Scully from the X-Files?
Actually, I don't know. They might be X-Files fans. Ah. I call these tiger birds. The tiger birds are annoying. I usually try and kill it before it can actually get to me. Unfortunately, I was not able to this time. Now we're going to... Oh, look, there's a skittle. We're going to do a glitch here. Or not a glitch. Ah, nope. Okay. Perfect. So that is a bomb jump. If you've ever watched your Zeldas, very similar. This game has a lot of very similar things with Zelda, including the glitches and skips, which is really impressive to me, honestly.
So people are saying in chat that this is also on GameCube and PS2.
This is on... I don't think it's on PS2. I've never heard that before, but it's definitely on GameCube.
One question.
Yeah.
How?
What do you mean, how?
Just how?
How is this made? Oh, I'll tell you the story of Darkened Skye, because it is gorgeous, the entirety of it. There's this little bit here. Normally, if you land in the water, the game thinks that you... Oh, come on. There we go. The game doesn't think you're on land, so you can't jump again, but there's just a little bit there that they consider land. I will definitely explain the creation of this game. It is incredible. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you seriously going to do that? You're going to glitch out and send me through the thing? Wow.
Glitch in a game that promotes Skittles.
That is really bad. Okay then. Hey, let's do that again. It's a good thing my estimate is so high. It's literally 20 minutes above my world record. I got world record in this on Saturday, by the way. I beat it from Auth. Hey, let's do this level again.
Of course, Auth would have had the world record in this.
Of course he does. Or of course he did. This time I can actually kill this thing. Or not. There we go! So it won't annoy me the entire time. I originally wanted to learn this game, like 2 or 3 years ago. I routed it entirely by myself, much like the Ooze. I played it casually on stream and then routed it by myself. It had no runs at the time. I ran the GameCube version. All these glitches that you're going to be seeing me do are not on the GameCube version. Kind of. They are technically on the GameCube version. Say that again?
Because Nintendo has standards.
Well, no. They don't actually have standards, because basically all these glitches are... Sorry, I need to focus a little bit. Okay. They are technically on the GameCube version, but there's no quick load and quick save, so you can't do the main glitch. So my entire run was glitchless. I routed it by myself, and it was a nice, short 6-hour run of this video game. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life trying to run this game glitchless. Running this game is a lot of fun if you are using glitches. If you're not, it is horrible. It is just a terrible experience. 6 hours of this video game. I couldn't finish a single run. There was one time I got to like the final level right before the final boss, and someone in my chat was like, "Hey Liz, I think there's actually a way you could speed this up. I think you already know like the solution to this puzzle, so you can speed it up." It's like, "Oh hey, you're right." Turns out that soft locked me, so I couldn't actually finish that run. So I never completed a run of the game. Glitchless. I eventually gave up. It just made me too angry. And then Off started running the game, and Nick's report did glitch hunting for this game, and discovered a lot of really rad glitches, which make this game bearable. What I'm doing right now is I'm baiting for RNG. I need good RNG on this fish. There we go. Because I need to go fast through this level, in order to reach a cycle on this turtle up here. So I needed that fish to get out of the water and grab it quickly.
So I don't know what that thing is that's in the upper right corner of the screen, but it looks like the head from Jackbox Kings.
It does! Oh my gosh. Oh, can't unsee that. It is your magic.
Of course.
Unless you've forgotten, this game is a Skittles game. Hold on, I'll explain. I will continue on saying after I do this. I have to focus on the timing of this. This is like one of the worst bomb jumps because there's a freaking tentacle just feeding you mercilessly the entire time. It's my favorite tiki toy, Ninu.
It's my favorite tiki toy, Ninu.
Anyway, so unless you forgot, this is a Skittles game. The Skittles are actually an element in this game. If you've ever played Final Fantasy VII, Skittles are basically just materia. Certain Skittles are used to get certain spells. Whoops. Which you need to do in order to, you know, complete the video game. Another annoying one because there's a bunch of things attacking you. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. So like let's say you wanted to do a fireball spell. I think it's 3 yellows and an orange, and you slot those into your slot, and there you go. So the idea of this level is that there's some like tombs that you can go through. You go down this hole into them. No thanks. I'm just gonna climb back up.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
And now we are down at the very bottom of the catacombs. Simple as that. I have a quick question for all of you. Hey, especially you, Dijon. Do you like Ocarina of Time speedruns?
They're alright.
They're alright? Okay. Do you know the glitches in them?
Some of them.
Okay. Do you know, Infinite Sword Glitch?
I don't know that one.
It is basically where your sword, is constantly swinging. We now have ISG in this video game. My staff is constantly swinging. We call it ISG because it's Infinite Staff Glitch. It is swinging permanently and constantly. This is an actual thing. Like I said, this game is very Zelda. I use that specifically because those tentacles can knock you off the platform very easily. And that makes it a little bit easier to cross the platform. Okay, so we want to get all the way up here and then kind of go out of bounds again. You'll be seeing that a lot in this video game. We want to go out of bounds a bunch.
Seems like there's more out of bounds than in bounds.
Yeah, like I said, casually this game is an awful, horrible nightmare. I made a huge mistake saving right there. Oh my god, why did I save right there? Oh my god, I saved it. Okay. Run continues. It is very easy to mess up your run by quick saving at the wrong time. Because this, it's just your instinct to quick save all the time, just in case. There we go. We made it out of it.
Hooray.
Go ahead.
No, I just said hooray.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's hard to hear you. I have a fan and the game in my ear. So the story of this game, as you saw from that incredible opening cutscene, is we are Skye of Lizstar, and we find out that we have a piece of a puzzle that's supposed to connect the magical rainbow prisms and restore the rainbow to the world, as long as you have the rainbow prisms. You launch that up. I call that the goblet jump. I'm sorry, say that again?
Then everyone can taste the rainbow.
You say that. Get ready. Get ready for the ending of this video game. We will be tasting that
no.
right.
Oh no.
This level is just platforming. There's literally no glitches in it. It's one of the only levels, only one of 2 that have 0 glitches in it. But it's also one of the best levels for that reason.
Seems legit.
What was I literally just talking about? Oh yeah, the story. And now we're going around trying to get the prisms, because the world is currently under control by the evil Lord Necroth, who wants to remove all color, rainbow, and fun from the world. And we can't abide by that. We are the chosen hero. It's very, the game is very traditional fantasy, but at the same time, incredibly tongue-in-cheek. Like, it'll go, yeah, you're the chosen hero, alright, wink, wink. It's like, I'm the chosen hero. That means I can't die and I'm invincible and I will kick your butt. Like, it'll make jokes like that. The jokes in this game are actually really good and definitely the best part, and they aren't showcased at all in the speedrun, which is a real shame. But I will showcase a few of them because we are ahead of time and my estimate is really generous. My world record is 47 minutes.
Liz is just the all-around time person.
Apparently.
Scheduler.
If we are ahead, don't worry, I'll fix it. Stop talking about the game being good. I won't. I like this game. I mean, it's not incredible. Author Blues will tell you this is like a really good game. It isn't, but it's got a lot of really good parts in it. I want to like it more than I do.
I mean, Author Blues says a lot of things.
That is true. Author Blues likes Bubsy 3D. I'm sorry, Auth is probably in the chat and he's like, dude, I'm sorry, Auth. Listen, I will out you. Anyway, so you see a bunch of pillows floating around. These are a hint. Red, orange, yellow,
Yes.
green,
You see,
purple.
Brossentia thinks it's a good game, too.
Brossentia. I mean, listen, Brossentia was playing some weird Flintstones game where he painted a wall. I don't think I can trust him. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, green. If you go in the wrong ones, then it just kind of sends you back. Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, green, red, orange, yellow, green, and we're home. I saw someone in chat saying, asking if they should run this video game. The answer is yes.
So, like, for a game about tasting the rainbow, they really missed out by, like, not naming the main character Roy G. Biv.
Okay, that's kind of cute. I like that. Oh, my bad. I was messing with my splits. Why can't I save jump across the cushions? The game does not consider the cushion solid ground. So this is another game, a level that we break entirely. This entire world is a nightmare casually, but thankfully, we can get back on the hills.
I mean, isn't every level a nightmare casually?
The pirate level's good. The Skye pirate level.
There's a Skye Pirate level?
It's the one I just played. Those
Oh.
were Skye pirates.
Okay,
That was...
I didn't know because there was no plot.
Yeah, I'm not explaining the plot very well, am I? Basically, there's a bunch of prisms. The green one for Linlora got broken years back, so they need to make a new one. The Skye Pirates had a green gem that would be perfect for it, and basically we saved their leader in order to get the gem from them. So we needed to go meet them. This level is literally just walking along the ridge. Otherwise, you'd have to go through a whole bunch of things, collect some birds. Oh, here's a question. Dijon, do you like Skittles commercials?
Some of them are kind of funny.
Do you know the one with the birds?
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific than that.
There's a famous Skittles commercial with birds in cages, and that is exactly what this world is based on. Every single world in this video game is based on a Skittles commercial.
Oh,
You wouldn't know that looking at it, though.
I would not. You are correct.
In the notes for this game, it is take a left at the Golden Goblin, which is like my favorite thing, and that's a good name for a band. Or, no, not a band, excuse me, like a song, like a metal song. Take a left at the Golden Goblin. Anyway, did the video game just crash on me?
Skye.
The video game just crashed on me. Alright then!
This is a well-made game.
Yeah, this game is very well made. Let me try that again.
The quality programming you would expect from
I need to delete these.
Skittles.
Okay, we're good. Let me delete these real quick. I need to delete all of these save files because we will be doing something with them later. There we go. Okay. I had a world record on Saturday that was foiled because the game crashed at the final boss. Wow, the game crashed again. What on earth is going on there?
It does not like that cutscene.
It really doesn't like that cutscene. I've never had it have issues with that cutscene before. Thankfully, we don't need to actually see the cutscene. I just like getting in front of the cutscene because it's an easy way of knowing when I can stop. Okay, so now I'm doing a trick called dirtying my save. So I reload in an old save, then load back in the one I just made, then restart. and that gives me a bunch of items. Basically, if you do that, you confuse the game, and it doesn't quite know, like, where you are in the story and what items you're supposed to have. So it just gives you kind of what it thinks you should have.
Naturally.
So, oh, you ready? You ready for screaming? You're going to be getting a lot of screaming.
I'm not because I don't have sound.
You're what?
I'm not because I don't have sound.
You don't have, well, then you're saved. When you see Skye stop moving, that's considered ground. So she's able to jump across that. It's incredible.
There's a lot of games with screaming in this marathon.
There are a lot of great games with screaming in this marathon. Welcome to the screaming block. Maybe that should be next time. Muffins, if you're around.
In that case, I should learn. I should learn King's Quest V then.
So now we just, click through this wall. Simple, easy stuff. This level, the idea of this level is that you go around in the level and there are 3 dragon bosses that you need to kill. And thankfully, you only need to kill one of them in the speedrun, because they suck. They suck a lot. We're going to be fighting one, and you'll see exactly why they suck.
Oh.
Hello there, Mr. Dragon. It's Karma's dad. Hi, Karma's dad. Oh. Grab all these potions, because we will need them. Alright, so I have the prismatic beam spell on, which will just go ahead and pelt this dragon with that prismatic beam. And try to kind of hide behind the geometry of the level so that its fireballs won't attack me. You see how many freaking fireballs there are? Imagine fighting 3 of these things.
That is a number of fireballs. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew pew.
Almost got it, and good. Alright, here's this level.
Was that dragon like 3 times bigger in the cutscene than in the actual model? In the game?
It is, yeah. This is another level that is thankfully cut insanely short. These things will kill you if you touch them, unless you're touching it right before it lowers. And then, again, same as always, when in doubt, rub against the wall and flip through it. Okay, this one's a little bit more awkward, but... I'm coming up on one of my favorite cutscenes in the game, and it's really short, so I'm going to showcase it. It just has a joke that I find really funny, even though it's not actually funny. You'll have to decide whether you think it's funny or not.
This must be the warlord, General Quang. I have a policy
I don't know why.
against sleeping warlords.
But I really love that joke. I have a policy against waking sleeping warlords. Yeah, you know what? Same. This level won't let you leave it unless you get all of the birds. But we can just go ahead and jump over the exit. Simple stuff. Okay, so now we're in Lizstar 3. Don't go in there, we go over here. I get confused, I'm forgetting to split. Now the idea is we gave the prism to... You missed the joke part? That is the joke! I have a policy against waking sleeping warlords. I told you it wasn't funny. Anyway, so we, Oh, I talked over the joke. Oh, I'm sorry. There's, the timing is a little weird on here because my, voice is a little behind. Skye is just like, that must be the warlord, General Quang. I have a policy against waking sleeping warlords, so, and then she backs away. I just like it. Anyway, so we need to, get the prism, which the Zogles are, oh gosh, I guess we're going this way then.
The what now?
Oh gosh. Oh my, okay, what the, why is it sending me here? No! Stop, come on, there, oh, okay, there we go. Back on track. Okay, that kind of scared me. Whew.
Well,
his name is actually General Quang, not Wang. Thank you. So, the Zogles will let us ride what is this creature, which is a Squelk, to their, hiding place. Sorry, say that again?
clearly you're making some of these names up.
No, this is a Squelk. I absolutely love the Squelk. It's just a really good name, and I love the Zogles because they're basically goblins, and I love the way they talk. Sadly, I skipped it, but I won't skip the next Zogle cutscene, I promise.
So what are these things you're collecting as you're riding on the Squelk?
These are crystals. Basically, when you get to here, you're like, hi, how can I get to the Zogles? And the Zogle is like, stranger must ride Squelk or get lost, Biggie Big. And you're like, okay, can I borrow your Squelk? Borrow? No. Rent? Yes, yes. Payment for riding on Squelk is 1 full bag of gemstones. So we're going through this, passageway. It's basically an auto-scroller, trying to collect these crystals. It takes 2 cycles to collect all the crystals needed to pay for your Squelk.
Squelk sounds like an onomatopoeia for, like, spoiled milk or something.
Or like stepping in like something awful. Stepping in the ooze from last game. Squelk.
Hey, that's called a callback.
Hey! Alright, so we got all of the gems that we need, so now we have a good cutscene.
Sack all fully full. Yes, yes, I'll pay up good, you.
So where
What
are
is
the other
Yoda doing in
Zogles?
this game?
I think they've
It's
got a little something.
The
for
closest
me.
thing to a goblin.
Oh,
Yes, yes, we do masterful job. Do say so ourselves selves.
okay.
And we do.
Anyway, I just
Thank you,
love the
most
fact that
skillful
it's an entire
Zogles.
race of like goblin old women. Like it's really good. Here's another situation where we dirty our save. Okay. This is the worst level in the video game. I'm going to get ISG just so that we can not get assaulted by all
Generally preferable.
There's a lot of very obnoxious enemies in this level. Namely the tiger birds.
A rumblestone.
Tiger birds?
They make tiger noises and they're birds. They're the like enemies that one just swooped down to attack me.
Wow.
With all those items. Okay. So yeah, they go roar! It's pretty great. I want the Polar Pulse skill. Come on. What? Go away. The menu wouldn't go away. Okay. So now we have
Menu's
the
trying
Polar
to save you from the game.
The game is trying to save me from itself. Listen, I really do appreciate it, but I've accepted my fate, and I feel like it should not be. I don't know where this joke is going. It wasn't actually going to be funny to begin with. So we go over here to Nessie. Nessie was mean to us. It's kind of RNG whether or not you will be up in the air or like in the water.
Manella said an ancient
So-
creature holds the key.
There we go. Okay, killed that thing. So now we can relatively do this puzzle without being assaulted by the bird.
A slot?
This is what makes this level very annoying, are the slot machines. In order to do this fast, we need to do this without killing any of the enemies. So the enemies will still be attacking you while you're trying to do the slot machine, and some of the later ones are a lot more complex than, say, that one. And they also just randomly reset. I honestly have no idea why. That one's not too bad. Okay, let me go ahead and get this. Now, there's a boss fight literally right here, so I'm going to jump over it.
Oh.
Alright, no boss fight. There are like 20 bosses in this game, and we literally fight one of them. Oh, I should probably explain, you know, the story behind the creation of this game, because it's genuinely really good. So this game was made by, I can't remember their name. It's a lady developer. She needed money for making of games. They made a few games before this, but they didn't do too well. So they needed some money. So they went to the Mars Corporation, who offered money in exchange for a Skittles game. And needing money, they sadly agreed. They didn't really want to make a Skittles-based video game, but they decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to put all my effort into this. Yes, Boston Animation. Everyone in Boston Animation was like, I'm going to put as much effort into this as I can. So they started on Darkened Skye, and they thought they were making something pretty good with, like, you know, it's very silly, like action adventure game. And then they went to the Mars Corporation and they're like, hey, we made a good video game and we don't want it tainted by you. Can we go ahead and like get out of this deal? And Mars said no. But they went ahead and put literally no mention of Skittles on the box. So if you were to buy this video game in a store, you would not know that it's a Skittles video game.
It's like getting tricked into a pyramid scheme. Except
A Skittles scheme.
a rainbow scheme. Actually, a rainbow scheme sounds too cool for this game.
That does sound pretty nice. So we're playing Ring Around Rosie with who I call the Ratbirds, which are the main enemies here. Hey, first try. Sometimes that just resets for no reason. So here we are in my house.
The goblin's
All right.
lair.
Cozy, if we had a fair trial, I seem to have forgotten it.
This is the Goblin's Lair. So it is my house. You're in my house! And it is my favorite level in this game. The last level was my least favorite level. This one's my favorite. It's got a lot of the coolest tricks, which we'll be showcasing. Here's a goblin. Hi, friend. It's okay, he's just sleeping. They use this new skill that we have found, Diminish. Diminish makes you small. So we're just going to go ahead and go through all of the ceilings from now on.
Oh, okay. As if we weren't already doing that.
That is true. You know what? It's a good point. There weren't that many ceilings beforehand, but you make a good point. Oh, I just want to quickly let y'all know, when they first came up with the idea for this game, they sent all the writing, all the plans and everything to the Mars Corporation, and what they got back was that every single part of it was okay, except please remove any uses of the word damn. And they're like, okay, that makes sense. And it's like, also, please remove every single snake in the game.
Did Indiana Jones work there?
I don't know. I have no idea why they asked for this. And they were like, they, you know, the people who made this game were confused. They're like, every snake? Really? Why? And they're like, okay, fine. You can have snake-like enemies, but not specifically snakes. And we still have no idea why. It's like that one producer in Hollywood who like tried to force every single movie that he paid money to get produced to have a robot spider. That's
oh my god.
It gives me that same vibe.
The guy who did Wild Wild West and originally was having, I think, Kevin Smith do a Superman movie and wanted the giant robot spider in it.
Yep, and Superman was going to be Nicolas Cage, I think. So here's another jump over everything level. Good stuff.
I gotta say, I love seeing a game where a woman can break through the glass ceiling.
Nice! Go on. I also like a game where all the goblins are empowered. These goblins have laser guns. I'm using a staff. Most people use swords. These goblins have laser guns. These are insanely powerful goblins.
You're bringing a staff to a laser gun fight.
It does seem kind of unfair, doesn't it? But it's okay, they're goblins, they're allowed. Boo, this woman! No, she did good. That was a good pun. I appreciate it. Listen, alright. If there's one thing I intend to do to you, chat, it is punish you. Why am I not... Come on. There we go. Not jumping when I should be. There we go.
I mean, if you liked that pun, then, you know, just head on over to twitch.tv/DijonKetchup and...
Go ahead and like that bell. Slam that bell. Lick, cement, and sublimate.
Those are words, yes.
We're going to go ahead and climb out the ceiling once more. What a shock. But this level is, again, my favorite level because the A, goblins, like, you know me, and B, like, it's just the way that you get out of each of the ceilings is pretty cool. Welcome to the Bone Lands, or as I call it, the Bone Zone.
This is a family stream, Liz.
Sorry. What is unfamily friendly about two rhyming words? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm actually 12. So the idea is that this world, there's a keeper of the Skittles, not a joke, who is now a ghost. She died years ago, and we need to collect her horse and the pieces of her clothing, all of her ephemera, and then bring it together in one space so that she will come back to life, and she can give us the prism that will seal away Nekroth's evil powers. So we need to get all of her clothing. The first two are pretty easy. They're just hidden behind little puzzles. The third one is a little bit more tricky, but we'll come to that when we come to it.
What is that, a giant skittle pillar?
Skittle pillar. This is a, some kind of pillar of light that stops your movement, technically. You'll see why I say technically in a few minutes.
So it's a wall.
Yes, it is a wall. It is a fancy, fancy wall.
Nice.
So, those two are easy to get. This next one is not easy to get, because it is, hidden behind enemies. You need to kill all of the scorpions in this level in order to break the barrier to this, item. However, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to.
Quick question: how'd you just walk through lava?
I use the firewall spell.
The firewall?
Firewalk.
Firewalk.
Yep. It allows you to walk through fire.
Makes sense.
We're going to use the diminish spell to once again break through the ceiling.
Nice.
It really messes up your collision for like a few seconds as you use it, and the game has no idea what to do.
This game has collision. Fancy.
So, what's your favorite flavor of Skittles?
I don't like Skittles.
Oh, you know what's funny? Neither does Off. I'm like, how do you run the Skittles video game and not like Skittles? He's like, I just don't.
I mean,
which is valid. I'm not.
You don't eat the game.
That is true. You don't eat the video game. This video game, frankly, has very little to do with Skittles, except for very, very few funny things about it, which I will explain soon. Now we're at 12 County. This is... Oh! I need to show you some of the best cutscenes in this video game, as long as it doesn't crash my video game or something.
That's always...
Wood Wizard, but don't believe me. Watch. Makes a wooden duplicate of anything you choose. Never again will you say, I don't have a wooden duplicate of something I choose. Never again with Wood Wizard. Check with me whenever you're passing. Unsightly age lines getting you down. Want to turn back the march of time? Well, now you can with Mask.
Is that the Phantom of the Opera's mask?
Forming a subtle new layer of skin as smooth as the baby's behind. Don't just wish wrinkles away, hide them with Mask from Blemco. You've tried diet, you've tried exercise, but you just can't shed those extra pounds. Pound Puppy devours the extra weight. 10 minutes with this.
Anyway,
puppy,
I really,
30 pounds.
Oops, we need to give him this for the Wood Wizard. Give the Wood Wizard to the dude who makes wooden stuff.
Handmade wooden toys. Do you know how long it takes these meat racks to carve the little tiny rudder on a little tiny boat, or the little tiny button on a little tiny dolly, or the little tiny... sorry. A toy for the kiddos?
That dude was me for, when I was playing the Ooze. So we give him the Wood Wizard, and he gives me some wooden toys. That dude has zero chill.
I remember Sour Skittles came out when I was like in middle school.
Oh, I love
and I didn't like Skittles, but I liked sour stuff. And everyone else was buying them because they were new, and I just wanted to be popular, so I'd buy them from the vending machine, but I'd just like suck the sour stuff off
and throw them away. When I was in school, that's when Flamin' Hot Cheetos came out, and I loved Cheetos and I like hot things, but Flamin' Hot Cheetos taste like garbage, and so I didn't understand why they were popular, but I ate them anyway just to be cool. All right, so this is 12 County. We are now tiny, and this is the only one of the only levels with like no glitches in it.
Shocking.
Shocking, considering all that we've seen so far. There's a lot of glitches. The idea is there are some magic potions, which are the potions of the rainbow, that will return the rainbow to this prism that we've been making throughout the game. However, they've been stolen by these birds, insect things, that make the most obnoxious noises! Is this bad video games block? Look at this video game and ask me that question once more.
This is sponsored video games block. This is the Skittles one, there was the salad shooter one before that.
That's true! Welcome to Food Game Block. Listen to this video game for a few seconds and then ask me that question again. The sound in this game is incredible. My favorite part is that any sound effects that are happening in the video game continue through to cutscenes. So there's like an enemy that goes like wop 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 wop, and it just goes that during a cutscene, and you can't hear anything anyone's saying because of it.
If we had like an entire like food-based sponsor blog, we could call it Flavor Town.
I would love to go to Flavor Town. I love oh snap. His name is escaping me right now. I feel awful.
Guy Fieri.
I love Guy Fieri.
I like that guy. He's pretty neat.
He's a cool dude.
Just
Here
has
we
a
are.
show, just eats food.
I want a show where all I do is eat food. To be fair, I could do that. People are on Twitch doing that right the heck now. The password for this is logger. It's the same every time. So just input logger. We are in the Gargoyle Cemetery. Oops, I skipped the G. The story is now getting kind of dark and sad because all of our friends are leaving us. We don't know where they're going, but they just keep disappearing. Our gargoyle friend Drax, who showed up at the beginning of the game, just randomly disappeared, and we don't know where he is. So Skye is in a kind of sad period of her life, where she's just like, why is everyone abandoning me? And it really does not fit with the funny tone of the rest of the game, where it's like, hey kids, it's me, Krusty the Clown, and honk honk, you know, all that. This level is dark and gloomy.
So like, backing up a bit.
Yeah.
Like, so there couldn't be snakes or the word damn in the game, but Skittles was okay with the password being logger.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Okay, just
I've often questioned that myself, but the whims of the Mars Corporation are not something for mortal minds to question, I don't think.
so beer good, snakes bad. Got it.
Yes. Beer isn't illegal like snakes are. That's a really good line.
I mean, oh, yes, exactly.
Alright, so you're supposed to kill this vampire, but if we get small and then mash using the key, we can just go ahead and go through that. I don't know. It's just what's going on. There we go. Made it through this. The scene here is like really hard to get on. I think I need to redo that. The seam of this is really difficult. Again, we have to, say it with me, get out of bounds. And there's a way to get out of bounds here and through the ceiling, but you have to like kind of be on this seam, and it is a very tight thing.
You know what these walls are not? Solid.
There's nothing solid about this video game, except for the writing. I do like the writing a lot. Now that we are in between the lions, which is a good show, we can go ahead and go through the ceiling once more.
Nice. Moving on up.
Okay, so the last dirtying of our save right here, we will load in, load back into the cathedral, restart. Now,
Get that save nice and dirty.
you may have noticed that there are like these. Anyway, sorry, you distracted me there. You may notice that there are these like Dark Skittles, I call them the Nega Skittles. They are the anti-Skittles. They are Nega Skittles, they are anti-Skittles. Either of those words.
The anti-Skittles, isn't that M&M's?
The anti-Skittles. You know what? If that's the case, I would say that the Skittles are the anti-M&M's. They hurt you, the anti-Skittles. They hurt you and are void of all the rainbow. That is their lore. But we can, if we safely carry them within this item that we have, the lantern, we can combine them and get what is just barely left of the rainbow in there and make a full skill. But we're not doing that.
Oh, chat is correctly pointing out that anti-Skittles are snakes.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry. How rude of me. We have to climb up the last bits of the bell tower. We're actually getting pretty close to the end. I hope you all enjoyed this wild ride, because I sure did. This game is a lot of fun. It's got a lot of really weird glitches. Just anytime I show it to people who haven't seen it, they're like, "What? What? What is going on?" And it's
the
just
word "fun" is being thrown around a lot these days.
The what?
I said the word "fun" is being thrown around a lot these days.
It is fun. All of Kuso Block is fun. Y'all are just weird, not understanding the majesty that is bad video games. Alright, final level here. So we're going to want to get Wind Glide and kind of wait for my magic to come back. I say that running this game has a low Skittle ceiling or a high Skittle ceiling. I know that was a joke, but I will genuinely answer that question. It is not that hard to learn. It is hard to master. Actually, you know what? I kind of take that back. It is kind of hard to learn because there's a lot of little intricacies to this game, and the game will just make you lose for no reason sometimes. So I do highly recommend it. I recommend playing it casually, kind of, because it's really not that fun casually, but I do recommend it anyway. And then I definitely recommend it as a speedrun, because it's a lot of fun, but you have to, like, there's a lot of little things that can make you lose a run, just seemingly out of nowhere. So we're near the end of the game. That dude there is Drax, our buddy. That's his actual human form. He's been coming to us in the form of messages throughout the game, but now is the time we find out he's Drax, and he was kept hostage here.
This is a crossover with Guardians of the Galaxy now?
Oh my god, you know what? I freaking wish that I had Guardians of the Galaxy Drax hanging out with me this entire game. That would be incredible. We don't want Create Wizard, which is the best spell ever. We want part of the rainbow.
Also, like, just a minute or two ago, did you just skate across nothing?
Yes, I have, Wind Glide.
Oh. Okay, carry on.
Create Wizard, the best, listen, I'm currently dating someone named Royal Blue Wizard. I wish I had the Create Wizard spell, because then I could just hang out with him at any point, instead of having to drive to New York.
Also, someone in chat just pointed out Dave Bautista punching snakes and eating Skittles, and I cannot stop laughing at this mental image I have now.
I want to show the cutscene this. This is the evil villain Necroth.
The rainbow will never shine again, for I wear the purple prism about my own.
That is a villain.
He is gross.
It's like a central nervous
Before
system.
we battle, I just need to know. Why? What drove you to rob our worlds of their magic? What sick need is satisfied by destroying the joy of others? What horrible wound to your psyche could possibly have...
This game has...
I'm no therapist.
Oh, hold on. Okay, now it's probably ready. This game has a bit of a tone problem. But I still love it dearly. It's weird, wonky, but it's wonderful.
Some nice alliteration there.
I also saw someone mention this game kind of reminds them of Oddworld, like the designs, and I can definitely see that. Like, I called this game weird fantasy earlier, which is games like Oddworld where it's fantasy, but it doesn't go with any preconceptions of what fantasy is. Like, there are no elves, there are no dwarves. There's just weird, bubbling Nekroth who
And
creeps me
Skittles.
out dearly. We're getting close to time. Basically, we need to kill Nekroth by hitting him with the rainbow. So we need to get over to him. It doesn't crash like it has before. Oh. The game has absolutely crashed on this moment before, and it was really bad when that happened. Okay. Then you need to lightning him down. Get ready on time. Well, actually, you know what? Don't get ready on time, really. We then get ready on part of the rainbow, and oh, sometimes he doesn't get knocked down. The game crashed. Oh my god, did it actually do what I said please don't do?
You jinxed it, Liz.
I jinxed it. I begged it not to crash. But
Wow.
it did it again.
Wow.
Yep, that quick save is now spoiled. Oh
All
my
right.
god. What the heck? That's the second time that's happened this week, and it's never happened to anyone who runs this game before. The best I can do is, the best I got is 350, and also trying to, complete this level again. Might be a little bit, but that's not my fault.
Liz did it on purpose to keep us on schedule.
Like, I can stop right now. I'm what? I'm sorry, Muffins. I didn't want this to happen. But, we're doing this again. Oh, shoot. Here we go again. So yeah, how's your day been, Dijon? Have you been enjoying Frame House?
I have.
Yeah, there's a lot of really awesome runs going on.
Yeah. That ooze run was pretty good.
Yeah, that Ooze run, the Darkened Skye run. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Maybe not that one.
Yeah, who would have thought that Darkened Skye would be giving you more problems than the ooze?
You know what? That's a good point. I'm going to save at Nekroth, by the way, now. Because if it crashes again, I can just reload there. That's a really good point, though, because this game is not nearly as hard as the Ooze. It is pretty difficult, though, casually. It's a lot of health management, and sometimes you basically just screw yourself. I need Wicked Stone.
This
Okay.
is the gargoyle.
Glide. Let's wait for my magic to get back. Nekroth heard me mocking his game all this time and was like, you know what? Fine. You know what? I'm gonna make you lose your run. It's not like I was doing incredibly anyway, in terms of world record pace, but showcasing the game is fine. Because, like, I mean, I was showing cutscenes and everything. And as long as y'all enjoyed it, that's what really matters. Oh no, PB is definitely still on the table. I'm only, 11 minutes in the red on my last split.
Maybe the real world record was the friends we made along the way.
By the way, if you see that fire there, oops, I need to climb a little bit more. If you see that fire, we need to kind of go beyond that fire, because if you go near it, it will kill you. So that's why I'm getting as high as I possibly can up here, so that I can pass this fire. Okay.
So what would you say is the skill ceiling on this game?
Someone already made that joke in chat. Did you say skittle ceiling, or did you actually say skill ceiling?
I said skill.
You said skill. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. How do you define a skill ceiling?
I don't know. I'm just making conversation.
I appreciate it. Dijon, I'm very glad that you're here. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
For joining me on this adventure.
This certainly was an adventure.
By the way, I really don't know what the Create Wizard skill does. I've never used it.
I would presume it creates a wizard.
Yeah, assumedly it does. I would hope it would create a wizard, because otherwise I'm going to sue Mars Corporation. Yeah, I'm definitely saving now. I'm definitely going to do a save. Okay.
So which magic is safe?
It's the magic of friendship, as I learned from Undertale.
Oh.
We're actually not that high up overestimate, which I'm very happy about. How do I see a spell called Create Wizard and never use it? Listen, I'm not going to casually play this game. If I'm playing it because I'm doing a run, and I don't want to waste it on creating a wizard. Which, to be fair, is probably the best way to lose a world record. You know, creating a wizard and all.
Whenever you see something you can't explain, a wizard did it.
But if I wanted to create a wizard, I would just play D&D, alright?
Let's see what you did.
I already wasted it on 2 corrupted saves. You make a good point.
Yo, shoutouts to snakes.
Shoutouts to snakes who are not allowed here. No snakes allowed. Huh, Colonel. Colonel, I'm trying to be in this video game, but I'm dummy thick. And then my claps keep alerting the Mars Corporation.
My butt cheeks keep crashing the game.
I didn't get any magic potions for some reason. I don't know how that happened. Okay, well, again, he just refuses to die. I really don't know why he refuses to die sometimes. Okay. There he goes! Alright, so time will be in an uncomfortably long amount of time, because you see he's no longer moving, he's sinking into the floor, time is still not over, time is still not here. Time.
Whoa.
Whoops, I skipped the ending cutscene.
I'm lucky.
My bad. I mean, I can go ahead and show it real quick. Oh, actually, yeah, hold on. I saved as he died, so we can go ahead and watch the ending cutscene. Do we have time? It's not that long, and it's really... Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. Okay, it's a magical experience.
This whole game is a magical experience.
It's over.
Not quite. There's still the trifling matter of restoring the rainbow.
Oh my god, I thought it crashed.
Heart of the rainbow, my dear. Heart of the rainbow.
It won't work that way.
Cast the spell directly on me.
But it's too powerful.
That's your
You'll be
mom, by the way. We
killed?
skipped her in the game.
No, Skye. Quite the opposite. I'll live forever. You'll understand in time. I told you I would never leave this world without saying goodbye. Goodbye, Skye. I've always been with you, and I always will. Wherever you see the
Also, you
rainbow.
look nothing like
Now,
your mom.
fulfill my destiny, Skye. Now.
Did you just blow up your own mom with a rainbow?
Yeah, you channel the rainbow through your mom in order to restore the rainbow, and then there's a rain of Skittles coming down.
Huh. Alright. The guy just shrugs.
That's one way to taste the rainbow. All right, that's enough. You can stop
Yes!
tasting now.
You
can
explode
stop.
your mom into Skittles and then make out in
May
her
as well
raining
be
blood.
talking to the
In her
back end
raining
of a
rainbow
Dwento.
blood. Taste the mom!
That is Slayer.
It is the best thing. What
That's-
a way to end a video game.
That game was better than first, second, and quite possibly even third base.
Nice Homestar reference. What
Thanks.
a way to end this video game. Alright.
I'm glad you recognized the reference.
Don't you all really want to go eat some Skittles? Let's go
No.
have some Skittles.
You can't make me.
We're not quite done with the bad games. You probably won't see any more mom blood making out in this marathon. But
Let's not say anything we can't take back.
that's true. I don't want to say anything and turn out to be wrong. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. That is my last run of this marathon. So I'll see you all next time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Like the rainbow, taste the rainbow. Have a good one.
Shoutouts.
I love y'all. Shoutouts to Simple Flips. I'll see y'all around.
Bye.